For 17 months, Nathan believed his wife Isabella had been kidnapped from her workplace parking garage. He grieved for her, collected $50,000 in life insurance, and slowly tried to rebuild his broken life. When a customer brought a broken Samsung Galaxy to Nathan's phone repair shop for data recovery, Nathan discovered something impossible. The phone contained hundreds of videos of Isabella alive, happy, and married to another man in Miami. She had never been kidnapped. She had been living a luxury life while Nathan mourned her death. Nathan wiped his hands on his blue work shirt and looked at the broken phone in front of him. For 7 years, he had been repairing phones in his small shop downtown. Today felt like any other Tuesday morning. The customer, an older businessman, had brought in a Samsung Galaxy with a cracked screen. "Just need the data recovered," the man had said nervously. "My son's phone. He died in a car accident last month." Nathan nodded with understanding. Data recovery was often about saving memories of the dead. As Nathan connected the phone to his computer, something made him freeze. The phone case was purple with small silver stars, exactly like the one his wife Isabella had loved. But that was impossible. Isabella had disappeared 17 months ago. Nathan's hands started shaking as he stared at the case. It had the same tiny scratch near the camera that Isabella's phone had gotten when she dropped it at their anniversary dinner. The same dinner where she had told him she loved him more than life itself. Nathan's mind flashed back to the months after Isabella disappeared, the sleepless nights when he held her pillow, breathing in her fading perfume, the weekly visits to Detective Rodriguez, begging for updates that never came, the cemetery visits where he sat by an empty grave, talking to a headstone with no body beneath it, the suspicious looks from neighbors who whispered that maybe Nathan himself had killed his wife. Those 17 months had nearly destroyed him. He had lost 20 pounds and aged 10 years. Nathan's heart was beating fast as he opened the phone's video folder. There were hundreds of videos. The first one showed a woman laughing at a restaurant, but she looked uncomfortable, nervous. Nathan dropped his tools. It was Isabella, his missing wife, but something was wrong. Her hair was blonde now, not brown. She kept looking off camera like someone was watching her. Maybe she was kidnapped and forced to make these videos, Nathan thought desperately, but the timestamp showed it was. Nathan clicked on another video, hoping to find evidence that Isabella was being held against her will. This video was different. Isabella was dancing at what looked like a wedding, wearing a white dress. But now she was completely different, confident, radiant, laughing freely. She looked directly at the camera and said, "Finally, this is the life I deserve. No more pretending to be happy with less than I'm worth." A man's voice responded, "You're worth everything, my queen." Nathan felt his world collapse completely as the truth hit him like a sledgehammer. Nathan paused the video and zoomed in on Isabella's hand with growing horror. She was wearing a massive diamond ring that probably cost more than Nathan made in a year. It wasn't the simple gold band he had given her at their small ceremony 5 years ago. This ring was a symbol of wealth he could never provide. In the video, Isabella held up her hand to the camera proudly and said, "Look at this rock. I finally have a man who knows my value." She was glowing with happiness, the kind of pure joy Nathan had never seen on her face during their entire marriage. He realized he had never been enough for her. Video after video showed Isabella living like absolute royalty. Expensive restaurants, luxury cars, designer clothes, five-star hotels. In one video, she was getting a massage at an exclusive spa, saying I could never go back to that boring life. She had completely transformed into someone else. In another video, she was shopping for jewelry, laughing cruelly. Poor Nathan probably thinks I'm dead. Good thing he can't see me now. The man with her tall, well-dressed, probably in his 50s, kept calling her my princess and my treasure. Isabella had found her prince, and Nathan wasn't him. Nathan's hands were shaking violently as he called Detective Rodriguez with the devastating news. Within an hour, the detective was staring at Nathan's laptop screen in complete disbelief. "This is impossible," Rodriguez whispered in shock. "We searched everywhere for her. We treated this like a murder case." Nathan felt anger building in his chest like a volcano. "She let me grieve for her. She let me think she was dead." The detective watched video after video of Isabella's new life. "Nathan, your wife didn't just disappear. She committed multiple felonies. This is insurance fraud, filing false reports." Detective Rodriguez opened Isabella's case file with grim determination. "The insurance company paid you $50,000 because we declared her legally dead after 1 year," he explained carefully. "Isabella knew about that policy. She let you collect money for her death while she was living in luxury." Nathan realized the full scope of Isabella's betrayal cut deeper than just romance. She hadn't just broken his heart. She had used his grief to commit serious crimes. "She watched me suffer for over a year, knowing I thought she was dead, just to get insurance money." Within hours, Detective Rodriguez's team had traced Isabella's exact location. She was living in Miami under the name Isabella Montenegro, married to wealthy businessman Carlos Montenegro. They lived in a $3 million mansion near the beach. Isabella was working as a jewelry designer successfully. She had completely erased Nathan from existence and created a perfect new identity. The private investigator's report showed she had been planning this elaborate escape for 6 months before her fake disappearance. Every detail had been calculated to destroy Nathan's life while building her own. The next morning, Nathan's phone wouldn't stop ringing with calls from reporters. Somehow, news of the case had leaked to social media platforms. "Local woman fakes death, steals insurance money" was trending on Twitter. Nathan's repair shop was surrounded by reporters and curious people. Customers weren't coming for repairs. They were coming to stare at the man whose wife faked her own death. Nathan realized Isabella had destroyed not just his heart and his savings, but also his privacy and dignity. Even from Miami, she was still ruining his life completely. At dawn, Miami police surrounded the Montenegro mansion with tactical precision. Security cameras caught the moment Isabella realized her perfect new life was ending. She was drinking coffee on her marble balcony overlooking the ocean when officers knocked on the door loudly. Her face went white with terror as handcuffs clicked around her wrists. "This must be a mistake," she screamed desperately. "I'm Isabella Montenegro. Check my ID." But the police had checked everything. Carlos Montenegro was also arrested for helping Isabella hide her crimes from authorities. 3 months later, Nathan sat in a Miami courtroom as Isabella was sentenced. She looked pathetic in her orange prison uniform, no expensive clothes, no jewelry, no confident smile. When the judge asked if she had anything to say, Isabella stood up and looked directly at Nathan with desperation. "Your Honor, I was unhappy in my marriage. I just wanted a better life." The judge wasn't sympathetic at all. "Mrs. Torres, you committed serious crimes that traumatized your husband and wasted taxpayer resources. 5 years in prison, full restitution of all stolen money immediately." After the trial, Nathan was walking to his car when Isabella called his name desperately. The guards let her speak to him for 1 moment before taking her to prison. "Nathan, I'm sorry," she said, tears streaming down her face. "I never meant to hurt you this much, I swear." Nathan looked at the woman he had loved for 5 years. "You're not sorry you hurt me, Isabella. You're sorry you got caught." Isabella's voice became desperate. "You were a good man, Nathan. You just ... weren't enough for me." Nathan felt a strange sense of peace. "You didn't break me. You freed me." 6 months later, Nathan was closing his shop when he found an envelope slipped under his door. Inside was a note that made his blood run cold. "The man who brought you that phone never had a son. You found exactly what you were supposed to find." Nathan stared at the note in complete shock. Some truths need to be discovered. Don't look for answers, just be grateful for the freedom. Nathan realized that Isabella's exposure might not have been an accident. Someone had wanted him to know the truth, but who and why? The mystery would haunt him forever. Despite the mystery, Nathan's life was finally improving dramatically. His repair shop was busier than ever. People came from across the country to meet the man who solved his own case. Nathan had used the recovered insurance money to expand his business and hire 2 employees. He was dating Maria, a teacher who had brought her broken phone to his shop and stayed to hear his story. "Sometimes," Nathan told her, "losing everything you thought you wanted gives you everything you actually need." Maria smiled. "And sometimes the truth finds you when you're ready for it." Today, Nathan keeps the purple phone case with silver stars in a frame on his workshop wall. Customers often ask about it, and Nathan tells them the whole story. "That phone case taught me that technology doesn't lie. People do," he says. "But it also taught me that I'm stronger than I thought." Nathan learned that sometimes the people we love most are capable of the worst betrayals, but surviving that betrayal can lead to something better. The broken phone that shattered his world had also rebuilt it. Truth, Nathan realized, always finds a way to surface, no matter how deep it's buried. Isabella lied with her mouth, but her phone told the truth. Sometimes the most important repair is the one that fixes your life.